What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bloodborne. In the last part, we, if I'm not mistaken, defeated another boss, and we backtracked a little bit to, take care of some side issues, but we forgot one last thing, which is to speak with this little girl, so let's do that right now.
Hello, Mr. Hunter. Still can't find my mum.
No.
Oh, okay. I can wait. But isn't there something I can do? Maybe Mum and Dad are stuck out there, waiting for me to come and find them. What do you think, Mr. Hunter?
Alright, so we can tell her of a safe place to go, and we will tell her of the Odin Chapel.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Mr. Hunter. I love you almost as much as Mum and Dad. And Granddad.
Alright, so now she will attempt to, get to the safety of Odin Chapel. Which, it feels good to tell her about a safe place, but... well, we'll deal with the rest of all that later. But it's not gonna be... it's not gonna be very fun. Here, oh, come on. Wait. Damn you, doggy. Just had to get in the way, didn't ya? Alright, that just leaves you, Mr. Shooty guy. Thank you for the bullet. So, now that we're done with that, we can actually, go back to the Cathedral ward. Which means that we're just gonna have to run over there, so... I might die here, but let's give this a go. I just want to get back there quickly. Yes, I picked the correct way to go. I'd say that is a good start. Because now we can just run back through the... whatever this is, I honestly don't know. A study, or a library, or a house. Honestly, not entirely certain there. And back to the lamp, so that we can teleport from the Hunter's Dream to the Cathedral Ward again, so... alright, and here we are in the Cathedral Ward. Loading times are still kind of a bummer, but they are working on them as far as I know, so let's hope that it's fixed soon. But here we are, and the old lady that we talked to earlier has arrived.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something?
Yes.
Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yarnum's in is all your fault. Stupidity outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type.
Give me a reward for saving you, lady.
You. Stay away from me. I know all your tricks.
Alright, and that's pretty much all she has to say on the matter. She is not grateful at all. But let's see what this gentleman has to say about this all.
Oh, the hunter. Thank you. So that old girl, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow.
Triumph.
If you find any sane survivors, well, send them along to Odin Chapel, will ya?
Alright, will do. So let's check out this this Triumph that we just got. Oh, that's... well, I'm gonna keep that one. Let's see, sit down. I'm not a big fan of that one. Yeah, it's not a great gesture, I have to say. But at least the old lady's safe, and that's really all that matters, isn't it? But now we're in the Cathedral Ward, and we have some more areas to go to that we have not seen yet, such as this nice looking area, which is not creepy at all. And we have a new friend here as well. Who actually is quite strong. He hits quite hard. I don't see, look at that. Pretty angry guy. And they carry bells around, which is interesting. Because bells, you know, there's lots of bells in this game. Alright, let's take out the birdies. Back to Sesame Street with you. Out of here. Alright, they were protecting an item. I wonder what it is. It's some more Madman's knowledge. Let's see, we have 2 Madman's knowledge now. So that's nice. Let's see. I believe there was another item around here somewhere. Look at that, we can see more of those fellers standing around. Alright, let's proceed up the stairs and see. Oh, I remember now. Okay. We do have some more of these fellas. Again, they're not very friendly. But they're not too bad, I suppose. I mean, it helps that they're quite slow in their attack. But yeah, these first couple of guys like that, not really that worrisome. Oh my, a wooden shield. We finally get our first shield in the game. Let's take a look. The wooden shield. A crude wooden shield used by the masses who have arisen to join the hunt. Hunters do not normally employ shields, ineffectual against the strength of the beasts as they tend to be. Shields are nice, but not if they engender passivity. And that is a pretty direct dig at the players of the previous games, where you had a shield all the time pretty much, and you would just, you know, hide behind it and play very defensively, and they really changed that around with Bloodborne. So that's what they're talking about there. The Flame Sprayer, special weapon used by certain members of the Healing Church. Spits searing flames by using blood-imbued Quicksilver bullets as a special medium. Not the most efficient weapon by any stretch, but sometimes a sea of flame is just what the doctor ordered. Besides, the beasts of Yharnam can always use a good cleansing. That is a very interesting weapon as well, and it's actually useful. The wooden shield is mostly, as far as I can see, sort of a jokey item included in the game, as it is incredibly ineffective. Oh, we missed this little bird here. Alright, sorry that we missed you, birdie. I hope you're okay now. And that is pretty much it for the left side of the door. There are some creepy statues, but not much else going on right now, so we might as well go ahead and check out the left door next to the old lady. This one's still closed, and as you can see, it just says closed, so you can basically assume that it is basically locked. You cannot go through there right now, but we can go this way, which is exactly what we will do. Hey, man. Oh my, he was not even phased by my really hard attack. Some bullets. They can drop both bullets and blood vials, which makes them pretty useful in my opinion, to grind some of those items around. Now here we have a nice item. Let's take a look-see. That, on the other hand, is not very nice. You can't see what it is. And I'm not going to tell you what it is quite yet, because you don't really get anything to do with that until a bit later. Here we have the hunter garb, which we're currently wearing. But this one does not have the little cape, and I think it looks a lot better, so we're going to use that. We also got a top hat. Not bad at all. And the rest is just hunter stuff that we already have. But the top hat looks pretty nice, and it offers somewhat better defense against blunt weapons. Some blood vials. So we have 2 ways to go from here. We can go straight ahead that way, or we can go that way, which is where we will actually start to go. And we will check out the other direction in due time. Let's take out this guy. Alright, at least he was somewhat phased by it. But, I mean, they're quite resilient. Even though they don't really look the part, in my opinion at least. But they really are. Well, would you look at that? What a beautiful church. There are, however, some bad guys to deal with, such as this dog, who I really just want to shoot, but it will not let me. Which is unfortunate, to say the least. Yep, this was actually a pretty good choice, I'd say, as the enemies appear to be burning themselves, and the dog actually died from walking into a sort of a campfire. That is certainly one way to deal with this situation. I wish I had known that beforehand, and that I had planned it all, but I really didn't. That was just a random situation. Alright, some more Molotov cocktails, which we haven't really used that much yet, except for on the wolves, I believe. And would you look at this? I'm not really sure what area this would be. I mean, would you call this a tomb? I'm not really sure. But there is some loot around. And a gentleman as well. There you go, buddy. There you go. Alright, so we got some Madman's knowledge just lying around. And we're definitely want to pick that up. But that's pretty much all you can do in here for now. What we need to do is run around through this side. Although there is one more obstacle in our path before we can actually get there. Which is, not so much the guy, it's the dogs mostly, I'd say. Oh boy, yep. Stop it. Okay, the gunman got me. I told you guys that there was an obstacle, and I wasn't lying. I'm gonna be honest though, I did not expect both dogs to push me into a corner like that. That is most unfortunate. Alrighty, here we are. Back in the Cathedral. Let's give this another go and try not to die this time around. Really? That's a lot of damage. Alright, first one down. Second one on his way. Take this. Alright. That was mostly just to see if he would be very weak against it. I'd say it was pretty effective though. That's good. Alright, so what we want to do obviously is just rush back sort of and reclaim our blood echoes. Not because it was very much of them, but I would like to have them in my possession again. So that's what we're going to try. Let's hope the dog gets caught in the fire again. Yeah, well, it got hit. That was certain. That works. I'm going to go ahead and say that that works. You might even call it a legit tactic, because this guy got burned as well. And that's how you'll learn new stuff about video games. Alright, let's see. My echoes. There they are. Right, let's grab them real quick. There they are. That's the doggies. Take that, doggy. Oh boy. What? Come on, I clearly should have hit that one. Okay. Wait, doggies. Get shot. Alright, that one doggy down. Oh, that's the fire. Oh, this is bad. Alright, we're okay though. We totally got it under control. I don't even know why two little doggies could pose this much of a problem for me, but apparently they do. Alright, let's go, gunman guy. Nice try, you almost got me there. Alright, and here we are. We arrived at the upper part of this. Again, I'm not really sure what to call it. I guess you could say it's a tomb. And there's not that much here except for one door, which we'll check momentarily. A lever. Which will do something very interesting. Look at that. So that opens up a new area for us to go to where we will actually go. Oh, that's what I hear. Okay. I forgot that we died and that the guy down there probably just hurt me and tried to come and get me. I think he's walking around somewhere now. I'm not really sure what he's gonna do, but let's not bother with it. Let's go through this door. Not much to look at, not much to look at. But this area is kind of cool. Because who we see there is going to be a pretty interesting guy, I'd say. Let's speak to him.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred. Protégé of Master Ligurius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
That sounds like an excellent idea. Let's cooperate, Alfred.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Some fire paper. And the prey gesture.
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Alright, so what he's just given us is actually quite valuable, I'd say, as fire paper is pretty tough to get by at the start of the game. Fire paper. Coarse paper that applies fire to weapons when rubbed. A hunter tool found in the Healing Church workshop. Since the tragedy that struck Old Yarnum, fire has become a staple in beast hunts and is thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear of fire. Or flame. So if you use the fire paper, it will apply fire to your weapon, making it extra effective against enemies that are weak to fire. Obviously, it's a very cool item, and they're quite rare at the start, so thank you, Alfred.
There must be oodles for us to share. Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Alright, let us speak about the Healing Church.
As you know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
Alright, now we can speak about Bergenworth.
Bergenworth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yarnum, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Bergenworth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yarnum can be traced back to Bergenworth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Bergenworth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
Alright, there you go.
I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure.
Obviously, he had a lot to share. And he's an interesting fella, and, you know, don't worry. He will show up again later. And let's take a look at the path that has just opened up. Okay, yep. Go through this door. Got it. Let's see if the guy's still around, though, before he stabs me in the back. What's up, buddy? Very sneaky of you. Alright, so here we go. Down the path that has just opened up. Oh my. An item. Tempering Blood Gemstone. Physical attack up 0.7%. It's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible. But, you know, at least we have one now. We have an extra one. That's cool. And it also opened up this area. With that guy. Oh my. Alright, let's do this. No surrender. Okay, at least he has a lot less health than the ones we saw earlier. And, well, he's really not that strong. He's just, well, he does a lot of damage, but he doesn't have as much health as the other ones. And he drops a lot of blood echoes and a bloodstone shard. I don't really know how this guy got here, if he was just sitting in a basement when the curse took a hold of him. Or the plague, I'm not really sure what it is anyway, but... I mean, that's not good for him. And this is the path that we are not necessarily supposed to go, but I think it's definitely worth it to follow it. There's lots of optional areas in the game, and some of them are pretty amazing, so totally worth it. And here we go. Found the next lamp. So in the next part, we are probably going to go right through that door and take a look at the new area that we just unlocked. But I'm just going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in the next part. Thanks for watching, guys.